Hello and welcome back to the Think Tank. I'm Pastor Devin. I'm so glad you joined us today. Well, last week we had the Democratic National Convention, and starting today and through this week we had the Republican National Convention. And I'm not here to tell you which side to vote for. That is absolutely not what we're talking about today. What I want to tell you about is what both sides are trying to do. Both sides are trying to convince you to why you should vote for their candidate. They're trying to convince you why they are the best choice for you. And they spend a whole lot of money and a whole lot of time on that, saying a bunch of things and doing things to get you to move in that direction. The problem is both sides, I hate to tell you this, but both sides are going to say some things that are true and some things that are not true. They're going to do anything they can to win you over to their side. And that brings us to Jesus. You know, Jesus, he's the same way. He did absolutely everything he could to win you to his side. You know what he did? He gave his life for you. And not so he could convince you to come to him. He wanted that so you could convince yourselves that that is the best place you could be. Jesus says, nobody is a greater friend than this, than who lays down his life for his friends. No, Jesus didn't do that as a political statement or anything like that. He did it simply because what? He loved you. It says in John 3:16, the famous verse, God so loved the world. He didn't do it because he had to. He didn't do it because he wanted to please a certain constituency. He didn't do that because he had to do something that was already set. He did it simply because he loved you. So that most importantly, you could look at that. You could see the love that's in Jesus, and then what? Make up your own mind about why you want to serve the King of Kings. Because yes, the Republicans, the Democrats, and all these other candidates are going to come out of the woodwork trying to convince you this, that, or the other thing. What you got to realize is if you give your life to Jesus, who is the King of Kings, which means he's above no matter who becomes president, no matter who becomes senator or control of the House, that God is on the throne, and if you're with him, he promises always that you will be okay because he already said it. He takes care of those who are with him. So make sure you realize that today and let people around you know and let them see that in your life that you really love Jesus. Because they're looking for a reason to believe. That's why they're looking to the convention, because they're lost in their lives. Let them see the King of Kings in your life and how he has blessed you and what he did for you even when you didn't even ask him to do it, but he did it anyways because he loved you. Let them see that shine through in your life, and that will make people have a change in their life, want to be different, and they will actually have what they're looking for from both of these parties. You know what they're looking for? Hope for a great future. You know, Jeremiah 29:11 says it all. Jesus came to give us what? A hope. I know your life, and I want to give you what? Dreams and a hope and a what? A future. Boy, what a glorious future we will have in heaven. So do that today. Trust in Jesus and make sure no matter what happens and all these different things that are going on, that you keep your eyes set on the King of Kings, who's already done everything he possibly can for you, and then he still wants to do more, and guess what? He keeps every single one of his campaign promises. Everything he said he would do, he will do. And if you want to hear about some of them, we're starting a new series this week at church called, Hey, You Said. What? You know, God said so many things about us that we can have. And you know what? He wants to give them all to us. So thank you so much for watching this week. And remember, as always, that Jesus loves you, I love you, and you are awesome.